An historic moment in this election. John Berman?
That's right, Casey. We can now project the winner of the presidential race. It is now official. CNN projects that Donald Trump has been elected president, defeating Vice President Kamala Harris and making a political comeback unlike any in modern American politics. Now, we can make this projection now because CNN projects that Donald Trump has won Wisconsin. You can see right there, currently ahead by 30,000 votes with 99% of the vote in. Mr. Trump is only the second former president in U.S. history to be re-elected to the White House.
Congratulations, America. Congratulations, the world. Like and subscribe to my channel, 2912 TV. And thanks for rocking with us. So let's get it started. Today is a good day. Today is a very, very good day. I'm happy for the news. As you all know now, by now, Donald Trump is the 47th president of the United States of America. So let's talk about how we got here. How did we get here? So first off, Trump was beaten in 2020. He lost the election in 2020. And after that, his rating was way down. Everyone thought that, that is the end of Trump's career and stuff like that. So we thought that would be the last. That would be the last we see or hear of Trump, because things were not going his way. He lost the election, the January thing, the riot happened in the Capitol while they were trying to declare Biden the winner. So that riot brought so many bad things to him, But he did left office, And it was also during the coronavirus time. So everything was trending bad for Trump. So we thought that's the end of his political career, though he wasn't a politician, but then he decided to up in and then see how far because of his love for America. So what happened after that? So let's talk about what happened after that. After he lost the election, he went back to his house. And then the Democrats decided to attack him. First off, he had to pay Jim Carroll some money for, slander or something like that, some ridiculous cases. Then he was found guilty of, 34 to 36 counts. So he became a felon. He was arrested. He was disgraced. His finances was attacked. His businesses was attacked. He actually lost a lot of money, and people started seeing things differently. Maybe if the Democratic Party had left him alone, maybe that would have been the end of Trump. But then they decided to go after him, and that is where his rise started from. It was so bad that I started feeling bad for him because I don't know how he would have survived. He was impeached before twice, so they did a lot of horrible things to him. So and then everybody saw through it. They saw through the whole thing that was happening. People were not happy, because of what they were doing to Trump. During his presidency, though, it wasn't a bad president, to be honest. Though he runs his mouth in a very bad way, but the truth is, he wasn't a bad president. So what happens after that? What happened is he decided to try his luck again and run for the presidency. And I have to tell you the truth. The whole world was going way down. Everything was bad. Things were bad. Inflation was high. At least inflation was high all over the world. So, and I personally blame America for that, because whatever happens in America affects the entire world. So inflation was bad. Everything was bad. So he decided to give it a shot, And Biden did a terrible job. I have to be honest with you. He did a terrible job. The Democratic Party, they did a very terrible job. Like, I don't even have to mix words here. It was terrible for the entire world because the Biden administration decided to print money and give to people while also telling them to sit at home instead of going back to work. It was coronavirus period, but then they told them to sit at home rather than going back to work. And then they were giving people money. People were making money, unnecessary money, without doing anything. It affected the entire world because that particular plan also is. It's what Europe also did. So money was flying around while they were telling people not to work. So the whole thing became a mess. So fast forward to today. So what happens? What happened was he ran for primary. He won. He won everybody from Nikki Haley to the Florida governor. All the way to Christie. He defeated all of them. Even Vivek, he defeated Vivek also. So, like, things were now started going up for him because of the attacks were just too much. The economy was bad, and then the last thing that anybody could have expected or could have hoped for was when Israel was attacked, and then everything blew up. And apart from that, if you remember, when during that same period of Biden's administration, or the beginning of Biden's administration, Russia decided to take Ukraine. So everything was just burning up. And people saw through that, and people remember that, wait, this guy is a fellow, right? But when he was a president, he was actually a good president. One funny thing about Americans is they don't always like the last thing that they had, So they now remember that, wait, we danced to the media has lied about him and all that stuff. So they decided that, wait, this guy, when he was the president, life was good, money was in their pockets. So they judge by their pockets. They judge by how much is groceries right now, how much is insurance, car loans and stuff like that, mortgage. People can't even afford to buy a house right now in America. So they judge by what's going on in their lives, and then they can see through all the BS of the media, the propaganda of the mainstream media, how they've been portraying this guy. They've been making him to be a villain. They've been making him to be a bad person. They've called him different names and stuff like that. Though he didn't help himself, he always speaks off the cuff. So he tends to go out of the teleprompter and say things. He tweets things and type things and stuff like that were not good enough. But then they judge this guy by his action. Though he says a lot of bad stuff, but judging him by his ability to deliver, and that is what they see in him. The media was just against him, 90% negative reports against him. His rival Kamala Harris was having up to like almost 80-something% of positive reports about Kamala Harris, and they saw through this biased media thing. So right now, I want to thank Americans for seeing through this BS, for seeing through these propaganda medias, for actually looking at what is important to their lives. I also want to thank the women, the Hispanics, the Hispanics, the Puerto Ricans, the whites, the blacks. I really want to say thank you to Americans. You just don't know what you have done for the world. You've actually saved the world right now from crashing down. Because I don't see how Kamala Harris will do something different from what Biden is currently doing. And thank you, America, for saying it. Thank you for saving this world right now. Another thing I want to talk about right now is that, when you want to talk about somebody that rose from every negativity in his life and then to become greatness, you have to talk about Trump. Trump should be studied in schools right now. They tried to spoil his name, put him in the mud, and they tried to kill him. He rose above all that. Like he was saved by just mere inches. So he overcame challenges, he overcame death, and then he became the 47th president of the United States. That is something to study alone on its own. Number one thing is that, if you want to talk about how to rise above negativity, how to surpass challenges, and how to become greatness on its own, Donald Trump should be studied in school. They should do a movie about Donald Trump, how he rose. This guy was dead and buried, he was long dead and buried. There was nothing so fantastic about him. All negative stuff were just coming up about him. And now he is the president again. That is something that everybody should study and look at how you can face your demons and face your challenges and even face your enemies. It is something to study on its own. It should be a subject in schools. So I want to congratulate Americans. Thank you so much for what you have done for the world right now. I believe that the war going on right now, I believe Donald Trump will broker a deal between the warring parties, because number one, he's a deal maker. Number two, he's close to Putin. At least the relationship matters to me. He's also close to Netanyahu, So those things really matters, and those are the things that people should actually recognize. Also, another thing is the fact that it's going to crash the price of oil. I do not like the fact that oil is also part of why we are having inflation right now. I didn't really like it, because oil is connected to everything from fuel, electricity, gas, and every other thing. It's connected. Transportation is connected to it. So many other things. I believe it will crash the price of oil. And why did I say that? The reason is just because it's going to make America go back to try to sell oil, and that will be competition for all the marketers, all the major players in oil and gas. So that alone will crash the price of oil. It will help. Congratulations Nigeria, because it's going to help us. It will help the pump price. It might be maybe a little, but at least it will help. At least it will help. So that's a good thing. It will lower the inflation rate in America, which in turn will also lower inflation in other parts of the world, and that is a good thing. Thank you, America, for choosing Donald Trump as your president. Congratulations, America. Congratulations, the world, and congratulations, Nigeria. I think I'm going to have to pop something for this. This is just great. I'm going to have to pop something for this. So just hang on. So this is what I'm having. I kept this for today. Please don't judge me. I kept this for today. So this is what I'm having right now. So congratulations, America. Congratulations, Nigeria. And cheers to the world. Like and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys later.